Hey folks, if this video gets any views, it's almost certainly going to make a lot of people very angry. So let me get some of the basics out of the way first. I have a severe physical disability which confines me to a wheelchair and affects the way I move and speak. Now, onto the subject that this is going to be about. Let me be absolutely clear at the start that I do not support or agree with the economic exclusion, forced removals, beatings, torture, and general mistreatment of non-white people that occurred during apartheid. But it is my firm belief that even though apartheid was an evil system, it is clear that the ANC never truly cared about freeing black South Africans. That was never their main aim. And I truly believe that their main aim was not to abolish a corrupt system. It was simply that they wanted to be the ones in charge of it. Why do I say this? Well, consider your life if you are South African in 2025, particularly if you are a black South African. Why is it that the majority of ordinary black citizens in this country live in poverty, while our political class, who are mainly black, particularly within the ANC, live in immense wealth, and somehow all of them have been able to benefit from policies like black economic empowerment, while you yourselves struggle to make ends meet? Why is it that they travel in high-end European vehicles while you probably have to catch a taxi or a lift club to and from work? Why is it that they have allowed the education system to collapse so that it takes barely any effort at all to matriculate and to get into college? And why is it that even among those who do go to college, many of them have been so poorly educated that they can't even understand the coursework? Why has the ANC allowed all of this to happen? Well, in my view, it's that their aim was never liberation. Their aim was always enrichment. And this is why they allow things to continue to get worse. Because even if South Africa goes into true collapse, even worse than what we have now, where imagine a situation in which there is 75% unemployment or even 80%. Even in that situation, there will still be enough money in this country for the political elites in the ANC to live like kings, as they currently do right now. And I don't even have to rely on just what's happening today. If you look at what took place, particularly towards the end of the apartheid era itself, if the ANC was so concerned with the safety, well-being, and liberation of black South Africans, why is it that even after Nelson Mandela was released from prison, the ANC allowed its members to engage in riots and other activities that directly endangered the lives of black South Africans? Why is it that necklace-stick, which was one of the most brutal forms of execution that we have ever seen in this country, was a method of murder chiefly used by black people against other black people? The ANC has sold this country a lie. They portray themselves as heroes and liberators when they are no less corrupt, cruel, or greedy than the apartheid government ever was. But they are worse than the apartheid government in one way. They are worse than the apartheid government because, unlike the National Party, the ANC pretends that it holds the moral high ground and that it is the sole savior of South Africa, which I repeat is a lie. I hope, as always, that you found something of use in my content, but if not, too bad. Look after yourselves, take care of each other, and for now, farewell.